This is the first installment of When You Podcast and Get Away With It. How's it going, everybody? I'm Teebs. This is Steebs.
And I'm Steebs.
Yeah.
Big Steebs.
Welcome, Steebs. Now, Steebs,
Just
today
Steebs.
we are doing a podcast. Are we going to get away with it?
That's the question. Are we going to get away with it? That's a
we
good
rarely
question.
Do.
We always get away. I mean, who would know, because they never catch us, right?
We always podcast, but it's not every day we get away with it.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, first episode of the podcast, it's been a long time coming. I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. I think even back in like the high school days.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Yeah, I was like, I need Steve and me in front of a camera, and I think good things are going to happen.
Good things.
You know,
we're not in front of a camera, but it's the same-ish podcast, no camera. Maybe we'll upgrade one day.
One day we'll have a big old studio when we've made millions off this podcast.
Please.
When we inevitably become billionaires.
Inevitably. For sure. Podcast? Billionaires?
This is the new market.
Hell yeah. No, I knew that.
Okay.
It's the next big thing after GameStop and the whole Dogecoin stuff. This is the next big thing.
You know what? Maybe we just turn into a current events podcast.
Honestly,
maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just get on and we just talk about.
You know what?
How we feel.
We'll just get away with it. I don't know.
We'll get away with it.
And we'll get away with it. You feel me?
But today we've got something really special planned.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an idea of mine that isn't great, but it is an idea. It's been done before, but I don't care. We're gonna go through some of our bucket list items, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get away with it.
Yeah, so I thought we'd both take. I should premise it. I've been fascinated with bucket lists recently, and I think it's because, like, 5-6 months into quarantine, I literally ran out of stuff to do. Right,
really?
And I don't know. I'm not a guy who can like keep repeating the same thing over and over. I always have to switch it up. And eventually I just like ran out of hobbies that I enjoyed, or at least needed a break from them. And that's when I was like, when this is all said and done and like the world's semi back to normal, we can travel again and go outside and whatnot. Mm-hmm. What do I want to do to like get me back out there? Like I don't know if you feel this way. I'm not sure once things open up that I'll be as like that I'll leave my house as often as I think I will. Like I might just be stuck inside long
totally
past.
Feel that.
Right? Like it's almost this is my new lifestyle. I'm getting too used to it.
It's strange because I didn't ever used to want to go out. But like pre-COVID, I wasn't as active as I am right now. Maybe it's a little like, it's a little rebel in me that's just like, I don't want to be contained. But the thing is, like, when I had freedoms before COVID, I didn't even use them. So it's just like, I don't know. I just want to like go and do things now because it feels illegal, but I want to get away with it,
Yeah, I found myself like, even when I do get invited to things, like the very few things that like can still happen, I'm still using COVID as an excuse to not go. Even though like I would go, but I'm still like, you know what? I can't go because I'm high risk for COVID. Like I always find myself using that excuse.
I have a confession. Every time you invited me to something and I was like, I don't want to go out. That was the reason. I was just like, my parents.
Yeah, well, you and your stupid chores.
Hey.
You do chores more than any kid I've ever met.
Facts. I don't actually do them, but, I have them
every
to do.
Friday. Yeah, every Friday it's, I wish I could, but I got to vacuum my room or something. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
First of all, who vacuums? Like, who does chores on a Friday night? That doesn't even make sense. And second off, it's a weekly thing.
I mean, COVID. You know,
I
and I
get
got
you.
away with it for a bit.
That's our
I got
specialty.
away with it for a bit. What? Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? Screw this. Like, I want to play cricket, or I want to do things that.
Dude, the cricket craze
Yeah.
has been a godsend.
Oh.
I've never like fallen in love with a sport or a hobby like this quickly before, and it's because I have literally all this time to like research it. Like I'm not doing anything else, and yeah, I love it. I can't explain it.
Honestly, that's just so great to hear. For everyone who's listening to this podcast, I'm Indian, by the way. So yeah, it's just a little like it's nice to see other people want to be cultured by other things that you're excited about, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
do you consider cricket like a big part of Indian culture? Because I don't know.
Huge.
I still don't know. Like whenever I say, like whenever I tell someone, yeah, I'm getting really into cricket, they're always like, is that the sport they play in India? And I'm like, well, it's got a huge European influence too. Like, I don't know if I would call it like,
yeah.
I don't know. How do you?
It's not just India. I mean, India's a huge part of it, and like it's a huge part of like Indian culture. Like, oh, like let's go play cricket outside. Let's go play cricket. Like that's what
common.
people get super stoked about. Yeah, like the Super Kings or like the West Indies, like the different teams. They like my parents just used to like grow up watching that or like playing it with their friends after school. So it's just like a big thing. I mean, there's a huge like European influence still, but like I feel like people only think that it's Indian because of movies like I don't know, Slumdog Millionaire.
That was the exact example I was going to use.
Exactly. Or like $1 Million Arm, like just like if there's cricket there, like if there's cricket, there has to be an Indian person. I feel like that's just how people have perceived it.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know what the like American counterpart to that is. Like if I was like, I guess it's football, right? Like I guess if you're like, yeah, I like football, or I really like football, everyone would probably. Well, first you'd have to clarify American football because we're the only ones that call soccer, I guess. Everyone else calls it football. So I guess that's kind of our equivalent.
Meter, like whatever. What's the other meter? Mile, inch, foot, yard.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Our stupid measurement
the metric system. Yeah, we should have adapted, but no.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's okay to be different.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of our thing.
It is our thing. And we always get away with it. How do we even get to this topic, bro? Like, I don't know. Bucket list. You said bucket list.
Well,
right?
now you got me thinking. How did we even... I've asked this before, and I've looked it up, and I found the answer, but I've forgotten.
What's the answer?
How did we even end up with the whole foot, mile, inch thing when we're actually like descendants from European countries?
Well,
did they not
try
have
to like be different?
Did we do it like just to spite them?
Yeah.
Like that's a hard thing to just make up.
I feel like one day this guy with the 12-inch, foot was like, "This post is
1 foot, huh?
Is 1 foot away from
and everything." Just stemmed.
Yeah.
Everyone, even though everyone had like did not have the same size foot as this guy, they're all like, you know what?
Yeah, John's foot is 12 inches.
Your
so this
foot,
is one John away. And then they're like, John's a weird unit. Let's use foot instead.
There must have been something really specific in the colonies where like using your foot to measure it was really common. You know, maybe like your bed was always like a foot off the floor or something. And it's just you had to use your foot, and that's how it came about. I don't really know. Like I said, I've looked it up. I think I found an answer. I've forgotten it. So I guess it's clearly not as important as I think it is, but
no, but that's still like pounds and kgs. Like, why do we do pounds?
I have no idea.
Versus kilograms, like why are we not?
No idea. Even like cups and liters. Like we literally created all this random confusing terminology to replace something that worked quite
'Cause we
well.
wanted to be different. We were just like, oh, you know what? Like England worked really well, but I don't want to be like them. I want to be different. So then,
It's a good point.
America.
Some kind of rebellious
Yeah.
thing against the English.
And we got away with it. It's
That's the theme of
why
the
you
night.
laughing, bro? That's the theme.
That's the theme.
I just put it in there and we get away with it,
Right. But tonight,
Yeah.
we're getting away with it because we got to get back to our topic.
Facts.
We both.
Facts.
So we both brought 5 bucket list items.
Oh shoot, 5? I have 30. What the? Okay.
Just pick your favorite
I'll randomly
5.
pick.
I have like 60 on mine. I think I have a lot of stuff I want to do, but I've just picked 5. And then if we do this segment again, I'll bring 5 more and whatnot. That way we'll never run out of content.
That's really good. I like that.
If we ever need to make a quick episode, 5 items, bring it on the show.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I have a good mix. I tried to make it a good mix of 3 different categories, which I think that like each bucket list should have. First category is like long distance travel, like places you want to see. This is like, I want to see the Niagara Falls. I want to see the pyramids. I want to see Great Barrier Reef, stuff like that. Just like there's the straight up traveling, seeing an exotic place. Second one is more like a long-term goal, like just something you want to do in life, but it's not necessarily travel related. It's just something you want to learn or do, but it's not going to happen like right away.
All right.
And then the third category is something you can do like right now. Like you either have it in your house or you can go buy it at a Target and it's just like an instant activity.
Ooh.
That's what, so I think I have 2, 2, and 1. Like that's how mine kind of divide. It's okay if yours are all like travel or something like that. Like most people think of bucket list as stuff they'll do in the future and like going and traveling and having these big grand adventures.
Mm-hmm.
I just like having a good mix. In case I'm ever bored, I just pull out that bucket list, start checking them off.
All right, I think I got my 5.
Okay. You want to start us off?
Yeah, sure.
All right, hit me with it.
Number 1, I want to eat churros in Mexico. I've never done it. I've never done. Why are you laughing? This is on my list. I want to go to Mexico. I've already gone to Mexico. I've been to Baja California, like San Felipe.
But you didn't eat churros.
Place. I didn't eat churros like that entire trip. It was just fish tacos every day for a month.
What?
It was because
did you choose that?
No, we lived on the beach, so it was just like everything's fish, and we were like, this was great. Like the first week, it was great, but then after, it was just like I want anything else. And they didn't have churros. I didn't have churros. That's my thing. I didn't have churros. I was 9 years old and couldn't buy myself churros because I had no money.
Is there something unique about like a Mexican churro?
No, it's just I just want to eat it in Mexico. There's no reason for it. I just Mexico want a churro.
Like what if you found yourself in like Brazil or Argentina or somewhere in South America?
It does not cut it.
Even like Mexico. What if it's like the Yucatan Peninsula, like Central America?
Like that's not Mexico. So
it's right under Mexico, right?
It's not Mexico though. You feel me?
Okay,
like,
I get you. So a churro in Mexico.
I need a churro.
In Mexico.
Churro in Mexico.
Okay.
Oh, also like that. Remember? Have you seen Nacho Libre? Right.
Yes.
Like the corn with the what is it? Like, is it sour cream and like? It's like paprika or something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I do. I don't know what it's called or what it is.
I just want to eat it to say that I did it. but in Mexico. That's important.
Has to be Mexico.
It has to be
Interesting.
Mexico.
Interesting.
That's number 1 out of 5.
Well,
In no particular order. I mean, except it's
that's a
from
good
1
one.
to 5. You know.
That's a good one. I also thought at the end of like, once we're done discussing the topic, the other person would decide, is that something they'd put on their list or like something that they'd want to do as well for their bucket list.
Oh.
So it's my turn to decide, am I going to put that on my bucket list as well? No.
You know what?
I
That's
don't think
okay.
so. I'd like to see Mexico, but I don't know. I don't know if I need a churro from there.
I need a churro.
I respect that. Yeah.
It's on the list.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, lay it on me. What's up?
This is one we've already discussed. But I want to eat the hottest pepper in the world. And I'm not talking like take a big old bite. I just need like the tiniest little sliver.
Little nibble.
Just
little
like a
nibble
gram.
on the tip.
Like a gram. Maybe like half a gram.
One like
I can fit it on my pinky. Just on my pinky finger. Just like a little piece, just a cutout of the hottest pepper in the world, which I think you said was
chewing it or like licking it?
I'm going to chew it. I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you said it was the Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the hottest one.
Yeah. I thought it was the ghost pepper, but I watched my friend I watched my friend Kyle eat the ghost pepper one time and just started crying like immediately. And he was in physical pain for a long time. So I understand that this is not just like, this won't be fun. It's not for fun. I'm not doing it because I think it's going to be enjoyable. I'm doing it so that I can say that I've done it.
You know what? That's good.
Yeah.
I think people should be like, you know what? I just want to do this to say that I've done it, not because I'm going to enjoy it, but because I can say I did it.
That's a lot of the items on my bucket list. Like I don't know. I think everything is worth trying. Even if it's like I don't know. To me, like painting and drawing, like the artsy stuff that takes a lot of time and patience, I don't think that's me at all. Like I just, my personality is not that. I'm not like,
I feel like
patient and willing to,
pretty good
wait
at
on
music,
details.
though, right?
Yeah, I'm okay at music, but
I mean, that took years of practice, I feel like.
Yeah.
For you to like perfect and like get really good at.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been like
not
the
art.
hard, I don't know if it's the hard arts, like the.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been that kind of guy. So, but I would try it. Like if there was like a painting night, my mom goes to like painting nights with her work that the work sets up, and they all go and they all get a canvas and have to try and match the instructor. Like I would absolutely
like Bob
do
Ross.
that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like
Bob
I don't
Ross,
expect to enjoy it, but I'll go and I might. I might enjoy it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
All right.
I completely agree with that because like I don't know, I'm very much a person who's like, all right, just do it to experience it. Like you might not like it fully, just do it to say you've done it, to say that like down the road if someone's like, hey, you know what sounds really fun? I want to do this thing. And then I could just say like flat out, no, don't do that thing. I did it and it was awful. Or I did it and you should totally try it. Instead of like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be that guy who's like, I don't know.
I'm a fan of experience. And I don't know if I'm speaking for both of us here, but in high school, I wouldn't do anything outside my comfort zone. Like it had to be something I had grown up doing, or that I knew with certainty I'd enjoy doing it. And that expanded to everything. Like I wouldn't go to hangouts that I didn't think I'd feel comfortable with a person. I wasn't open to new experiences at all. And then like the later years of college, it's just something clicked. And I was like, you know what? I don't know what I was so worried about.
Yep.
Let's try stuff.
That's
you
were speaking for both of us. That's Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly how it was. Yep.
I mean, you were always, I don't know, you always seemed more comfortable being yourself, but I really didn't come out of my shell, I think, until like junior year of college, which is really where I started
Really?
getting my sea legs. Yeah, I was comfortable in high school. Like we had a lot of the same friends. So I had a good support group that made me like okay opening up. But yeah, I definitely feel like now I'm ready to try these new experiences.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
It's
see.
hard to
I see what
explain.
you're. Okay. I kind of see what you're trying to say. Like
Yeah,
it's like I'll do these things if it's the right setting.
definitely,
Like in the past, it was like
definitely.
I'll do these things if it's in
You
the right setting, if it's with the right people, if it's at the right place, right time, kind of thing. Like, and I'm comfortable.
you hit it
But
on the
like now,
head.
it's like, yeah.
Now it's like I don't need that extra level of comfort. I know I'm not talking about eating peppers at this point, right? like this, this,
No, I get it. I
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
It definitely. I feel like that it applies to so many things, not just eating peppers or going to Mexico and eating churros. I feel like, yeah, for sure. That's just like if I want something, I'm gonna go do it.
yeah. It's just
Like
like
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's in, what's the obstacles in front of me. I'm just gonna do it because I want to.
yeah. I spent so long being like scared of most of the world, and in reality, it's just like, well, just try it. Just try it. See
Facts.
if you like it. Anyways, all that to
Exactly.
say, are you eating
Exactly.
the pepper with me?
Oh hell
You're
yeah,
eating
dude!
the pepper.
I'm gonna eat more than just a nibble.
You're gonna. Well,
I Yeah,
you eat spicy food a lot,
I do.
so you would definitely be more acclimated. I think
Yeah,
you could probably handle
I
it
would.
quite a bit better
I
than
feel
I could.
like yeah. I mean, I think the worst thing I've ever done. I don't know what's in it. I took like a shot of like blazing sauce once. It was awful. Blazing sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings. I it was it was awful. But the thing is, like, I think that's like way less hot than that pepper. So I wonder. I wonder what a taste, what a nibble of that pepper would be. Because like
Yeah.
yeah, blazing sauce is 350,000 Scoville, but the Carolina Reaper is 2.2 million. So
Yeah, didn't you say something when you were looking at the Scoville chart? Didn't you say there's something about like a taser on there? I thought you said like if you like put a taser to your tongue, like it doesn't even reach that level of intensity. Unless I'm completely wrong.
I don't think I ever said that.
Oh,
But
okay.
now I'm confused. Maybe I did
All
say
right. Definitely don't quote me on that then.
that. I said pepper spray. Pepper spray's up there.
Oh, pepper spray.
Yeah.
What's that if you shot that in your mouth?
Let's see. Scoville. I think it's a little bit above. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So pepper spray, U.S. grade pepper spray is 5.3 million, which is two
Oh,
times.
wow.
It's a little more than two times as much as Carolina Reaper.
Dang, pepper spray doesn't mess around.
To the eyes too. I feel like that's just.
Oh man.
It's making me cringe. I'm closing this. I'm closing this tab. I don't want to see it.
I mean that I get that's what it's for, but if you crushed a pepper and put that in your eye, just like a normal pepper, let alone the hottest pepper, you'd get pretty much the same
Ouch.
effect, right?
But
It seems overkill.
not as hot. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna tell taser makers how to do their job, but
Pain. But okay,
All right.
Going back to see if I would do what you just said.
yeah, you said you'd eat
Yes.
the pepper. Yeah,
Yes, I would.
pepper's on your list.
Hell yeah, I'm writing it down.
I wonder we should get off the pepper, but I'm wondering, is the hottest pepper in the world also the hottest food in the world? Is there a spice you think that's even
Wait a minute.
spicier? Because now I'm wondering, maybe there's like this whole untapped conspiracy that like peppers aren't actually the hottest food in the world.
You know what? I feel like we gotta do that research. We gotta do that research.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that later. We'll do that later. I like the idea of a pepper, so I'm gonna stick with the pepper.
So eat Carolina
Reaper. Yeah.
All right, I wrote it down. All right, my number 2 is travel. Go to Europe, Germany, France, Switzerland. Just travel. Once COVID restrictions,
Just
once
do
they're
it,
lifted, I just want to go.
You're getting the whole Europe experience.
The whole Europe experience. The whole smells. The whole seas.
You want it all.
Sights. Yeah, all of it. I just want to try. I haven't been to Europe before, so it's just like I feel like that's something I just definitely want to try. I want to see where Shrek grew up. I feel like that's around there.
Is it?
I feel like Farquaad seems like a European thing.
Okay.
So I just want to see the origins. You feel?
I guess so. I don't even know what country that movie's based off of.
You know what? That's another good
I guess
research
probably
topic.
English. But isn't Cameron Diaz Fiona? And she's just like as American as they come.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess Farquaad.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Farquaad though, yeah. I want to go there. I feel like that would be fun. Just see.
So just travel. So any countries like specifically that you have to see on the trip?
Well, I want to go to Switzerland.
That's number 1?
Yeah. And
Wow.
then I want to go to Italy and try out the pasta and learn how to make pasta there.
Wow.
Like actual like real spaghetti like from scratch. Like making the dough and cutting it up and making my own pasta. I feel like that'd be fun.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So just a
actually
good old-fashioned
going to like
Europe trip.
beer garden in like Germany, like go to Oktoberfest or something. I feel like that would be so fun.
Yeah, I plan to make it out to Germany in the next couple years. I kind of have family there.
Ooh.
So we're hoping to do a family trip out to Germany. I have already done the London and France trip, so I can't say that like a whole Europe tour is going to make it to my bucket list. I feel like I've already checked that one off.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I respect that. Germany and Switzerland is I wouldn't Italy and Switzerland are not the countries I would expect as like your 1 and 2, but yeah, sounds like a good
nice.
time.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to say that one's already checked off for me.
All right.
All right. I got one. I got number 2. Ready?
All right. Hit me.
Stay a night in a haunted hotel. It has been my dream and lifelong goal to stay a night in the Queen Mary specifically. I don't know why. I'm terrified of almost everything. I refuse to watch scary movies. Halloween is not my time of year. I hate scary things. But at the same time, I love watching like YouTube videos about haunted places or like mysterious murders. It's the strangest thing. And I try to get people to go ghost hunting with me here in town. And no one ever wants to do it. I don't understand. Like I'm probably the most scared of things, but I'm always the one that wants to go out and find them, and no one else wants to join me. I can't figure that out. But yeah, for the longest
Jeeves
time,
wanted to go, right?
Beebs?
Didn't Jeeves want to go?
Oh, Jeeves.
Yeah. I thought you guys went.
We've gone.
Before.
I've gone twice. Just as a joke, looking for like this fabled spirit that walks around town.
Ooh.
We didn't find anything, but we didn't commit very hard. But yeah, staying the night in the Queen Mary has always been a cool one for me. I've been on it in the daytime, and that's already terrifying. I can't imagine a whole night in there. Doesn't have to be
I
the
don't
boat.
know.
You can go to. I think the Cecil Hotel is like the most. That's like the granddaddy of all haunted hotels, with like the Eliza Lamb story in there. And then there's also the the one in San Diego. I used to go to school right by it. I can't remember what that one's called. Coronado, I think. The Coronado del Coronado.
Dude, this sounds crazy.
You're not much of a ghost hunter?
I feel like the thing is, I feel like the supernatural is like, that's something I should not mess with. I feel
Really?
like the supernatural could just mess me up. Like, have you ever seen like demon possession before?
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, freaking wild stuff.
It's-
I'm just I'm just like, oh, if I'm gonna invite myself in to a place where demons just like roam free, I feel like that's just like asking for trouble. Unless I'm Sean from BuzzFeed.
Yeah, those guys make it look fun, right?
Dude,
Like that's what I want it to be. But when I get there, the courage is lost immediately.
I think what we should start out with is like play some Phasmophobia, play some, some horror games in the comfort of your own home, and then work up to like seriously like ghost hunting in our hometown.
Yeah, I have such a bone to pick with people that won't go ghost hunting with me and don't believe in ghosts. I can't tell you how many times I've said, "Hey, let's go ghost hunting." They go, "Oh, no way, I'm never doing that." And I said, "Do you believe in ghosts?" And they say, "No."
What?
I'm like, "Well, then what the?"
And then what?
Why won't you go? That happens all the time. I don't know if you know this. Just the other week, my grandma brought a Ouija board over. She's like,
No.
I found this old board game in my closet. I've never played it. I thought you guys might want to try it. I was like, Grandma, do you know what this is? She's like, no, I just thought it was a board game. I was like, oh God.
Grandma, no.
And I started asking my friends, who wants to try out the Ouija board? And everyone was like, no way, I'm never touching that. And then I said, why? Do you believe in demons? They say, no. I said, do you believe in ghosts? I don't think so. I was like, well, then what could possibly happen that you're scared of if they don't exist? It's the same thing with the ghost hunting too. It's like, I don't believe in ghosts. Well, then why won't you go look? Like, why is it such a big deal to go look for them? I get that it might not be fun or anything, but why is it scary to you?
If you get proven wrong by like,
is there too much at stake?
Evidence? That's where it's just like, oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. I need to run.
Is it just like you want to keep your ignorance? Is that what it is? Like, I know people that don't want to believe in aliens because if they start like looking into it and start believing in aliens, it's like,
yeah,
it's too much of a.
It's like, oh my
it's
gosh,
like being
there's so
too
much
woke.
evidence. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my gosh.
It's like there's no return to normalcy after that.
Yeah. I feel like that's some people for sure. I don't see why people would be against it if they how am I trying to explain it? It's more like if you without a doubt, just like believed that ghosts did not exist, then you could securely go ghost hunting because you knew that there's no possibility.
Yeah,
but there's a little doubt, like you might be wrong, and you find just enough to prove that you were wrong. Then you spiral, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, ghosts are real," and then you're just freaked out.
Okay, so it's more of wanting to keep the ignorance. It's more of saying like I don't want to know. I don't want to
Exactly.
know that they might be real. I just want to say they're fake and keep it that way.
Exactly.
Okay.
But the thing is, for me, I know that they're real, and I know what they can do, and I've seen what they can do, and I don't want to
Wow, you're a
like.
firm believer, huh?
No, I'm a firm believer. Like I've seen like some weird stuff where I'm just like, I'm not gonna, I am not gonna allow myself to possibly be controlled by something like that. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the thrill of like seeing one is like something I would never be able to shake off. If
So,
I like successfully like found something like that in
okay.
person.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I don't know. I think like little like, like let's go to this place. Like, let's go to this place over here. Like remember when we went to the caves? Not the actual caves, not the actual like Manson caves, but like around there.
Yeah, that place is terrifying.
It it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is cool. Like,
It's a cool little adrenaline rush, but it's
yeah,
like I said, I enjoy the thought of doing it, but boy, am I uncomfortable when I'm there. That's a
yeah.
really creepy spot too. You have that
Like the
old
eerie,
nuclear.
like, the eerie, just like the feeling when you like walk into a room where it's just cold and
Yeah.
like where you were just at is like warm, but like the hair on your arms just raised, the hair on the back of your neck just raises, and you're just like, I'm not alone.
That's what I've been
That's
told. You can feel it. Like you can't it's
yeah,
rare that things will happen, but you feel different and weird.
yeah. You just feel like the absence of like everything that's good.
Oh man. So you're not coming
It's
on the boat with me, huh?
awful.
You're not coming in the haunted
I
hotel?
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I know without a doubt that whatever is there is fake, then I'll go. Like walk through horror mazes. Freaking love it. Like
Yeah,
I
I'd
know
never
people
do
are
that.
like
That's
wearing
so weird.
makeup. What do you mean?
I would never walk through a horror maze. That's too scary to me. But I would always be up if
See,
someone was
I
like, let's go look for
love that.
ghosts. That's so
The thing is,
strange.
at that point, I know it's real. Like if I go somewhere and I see something that I should not have seen,
Then you're scarred for life.
then I'm
You don't
I'm
think
not
there's any
scarred
coming
for
back.
life. No. I'm not scarred for life, but I'm like, that's dangerous. Like when I know that there could be harm done to me. But if I'm going into like a horror maze and like the worst they can do is touch me, and they're a person that works there wearing makeup, and I can tell that they're wearing makeup, even if the makeup's really good, like, I don't know. I really like the thrill of like not being scared
That's
because
a
I know
very
it's
weird way to put
fake.
that. But I get it. I get it. All right.
It's I don't explain it. It's also like my senses are just like really slow sometimes, so it takes me a bit to like process what just happened. So after they like jump out or something, it takes me a couple seconds to actually process that they just jumped out at me. And then at that point it's just like lost its like flair.
Huh.
It's really weird to we should try it. Okay. When Halloween comes around,
Oh no,
it's
I'm
gonna
not
be a
going.
while, but when no
I'm
no
not
no
going.
no. Okay, you can't just say that I want to go on the Queen Mary, but like I won't I can't do walk through horror mazes.
But
Like
it's
that's
okay
just
for
like
you to
that
walk
makes
through a
no
horror maze and
sense.
not go to the Queen Mary.
Because did
One
I not
side
like
works, the other
did I
side
not
doesn't.
explain why that makes sense? Because like one of them I know that those are like people that work there and they're getting paid
Okay,
to wear makeup and scare me.
for
The
me,
other one is legitimate like spirit like supernatural stuff happening that I know isn't human.
only one of those locations is guaranteed to scare me. Right? Like if I go to Hollywood Horror Nights or whatever it's called, I'm going to be scared. Like I'm signing up to be scared the entire night.
Yeah.
I'll probably cry. Like I will have a horrible time. If I go to the Queen Mary, I'm there to explore and like be an investigator. And I might not even find
But
anything. Like I'm not
but
guaranteed to be
you
scared. I'm signing up to have fun, and then I might be scared, might not. So it's
so you're
risk
telling me
reward for
okay,
me.
okay. Let me ask. This is an interesting topic. But like let me ask. So you're telling me that you would go to investigate. Like you believe in the supernatural. Is that a correct assumption?
I go back and forth.
Okay.
I go back and forth.
So
I think that I don't know. I think that the brain and the psyche and the subconscious are all way more complicated than we can realize right now. And that a lot of times like something that looks like a demon possession or something that looks like a demon possession could just be like a mental breakdown amplified. So then all you have to do is explain like the paranormal stuff, like the videos of like stuff falling off shelves,
yeah.
like things moving and cupboards opening. I just
Yeah.
it's
Exactly.
never happened to me, so I can't I
Okay.
can't
So you're more
say
like a person who has to experience it in order to like believe it.
even so, like even because I experience it, I don't know if I can point directly to ghosts. Like I'm a biology major. I need to see a lot of data. I need to draw conclusions based on that data. And then I also need to look at, past works. And if there are no past works and past experiments to look at, then I have to do the experiment again and again until I know that something,
For certain.
that's
I
that like a
see.
conclusion is actually true. So just because it happens once, I'd be freaked out and I'd probably believe it for a bit, but I don't know. I'm a science guy. So I go back and forth. I want to believe it.
Have you ever seen Insidious?
No, I haven't seen any horror movies.
Oh my god, dude. What? You need okay. I don't know. I feel like you're jumping to like the extreme of extremes, but for investigative purposes. For sure. Like I understand that, but it's just like I feel like you're jumping to like the absolute top of what you could do in terms of like actual ghost hunting. And then I'm going through the steps to the top. I'm going through like all the actual like steps to the top, but you're just going to the top, you know?
I don't see it as the time. I don't know. From what
Like
I know
you're
about ghosts, they're not just gonna like enter my body immediately and take over my. Like they're not just gonna possess me for no reason. Like a lot of people that are possessed, like have like call upon a spirit, right? Like they say like, demon,
like
if you're here, show me a sign. Like they physically
yeah,
call
yeah,
out. I don't want
yeah.
to do that. I just want to walk around a place that's scary, that like has a history. I think maybe it's the history that I like.
Ooh, the history of like, oh, like someone got murdered here, and like, or like there were
Yeah,
this many suicides here. Like, let's go over it
like
and
the
like check it
urban
out.
legend stuff.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I okay. Wait, is Cecil Hotel the one where it's like that guy who like had a building like a hotel with like doors that would just open up to nowhere and people would fall in and he would kill people? Is it that one?
No, are you thinking of the Winchester House?
Potentially.
That one, from what I know, so the Cecil Hotel is most famous for the recent death of a girl named Elisa Lamb. And there's a
Okay.
bunch of security footage of her like looking paranoid in an elevator and like pushing all the buttons and like it looks like someone's following her. And then the security footage like kind of cuts out and then she's found the next day dead in a water tank on top of the building. But no one knows how she got in there because opening the lid, it's like 100 pounds to open the lid and like it didn't make sense. Like she looked almost drugged or drunk. Like she wouldn't have had the strength to lift the lid and get inside. But no one saw the killer on camera, so that's the mystery. Is like there was like a demon voice telling her to go to the roof. And
Interesting.
then there's been like a series of hauntings and murders there ever since. So that's like that's the granddaddy of. Well, that and the
Interesting.
Stanley Hotel, I think, is the one featured in The Shining. I think that
Stanley
one.
Hotel.
You know, The Shining the movie
Yeah.
by the
Mhm.
that hotel is supposedly haunted too. Yeah, it's that stuff's fascinating to me. But
I think
if I actually saw something paranormal, I'd freak out.
that's the thing. Like I don't. Okay, here's the thing, dude. I think what you should try out. You might just say no right now, and that's totally fine. I think there's certain games you should try out where it's like decision making on the spot given a certain circumstance, and it has to do with some kind of haunting. Like, do you know Until Dawn?
Yeah, yeah, I've watched that.
Or like the what's the other one? There's one on a boat.
I like watching people play horror games, but I hate playing them.
Man of Medan, dude, freaking these games are crazy. I played both of them in one sitting in one night, or like in two different nights. And Until Dawn took me 6 hours, and then Man of Medan took me 4 hours. But they were both just, I, it was awful. It was just awful. Just the experience of like making bad decisions and then reaping the consequences put me in this mentality where it's like if I was in the same situation, I would be screwed, kind of thing. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm like,
I
I
don't think that's for
don't want to do
me.
that. Yeah, you know what? That's okay. We'll do horror nights one of these nights.
Yeah, you know,
One of these years. We'll get there, and then I might go to the Queen Mary during the day. I don't know.
even during the day, that thing is terrifying. All
Is it
all
dark?
haunting aside, no, but there's this. I mean, when you're down in like the engine room, like you're already below the water, and you're in this super old engine room, and it feels so claustrophobic, and everything is like metal and is like protruding and sticking out. You can run into things. It's very claustrophobic and dark. And then there's this one room. The propeller, there's like two big propellers, I think, on the left and right side.
Okay.
And it's almost like it's not at the back of the boat where you think it's like 3/4 towards the back of the boat.
Uh-huh.
And when you're like in the bottom of the boat, you enter the room where you're looking down into the water and you can see the propeller, and it's massive. And you're like, 30 feet above it, looking down into this water that's like glowing green. There's this big old propeller. Whoa, it is a sinking feeling. Like I got out of that room so fast.
I would too, dude. Honestly, like, have you seen like the Jaws movies, dude? Like,
I've seen the first one because I was in film class. Oof.
Yo, that feeling where it's just like I could drown here if this thing like sank. That's the worst fit. Like, I think we were talking about this the other day.
Oh yeah,
It was
the
like drowning. Yeah, it's just like I would not want to do that. So like, just like situations where it's just like, oh my gosh, I could drown in this. I would rather just not do that. But I don't know. I think if the boat has a nice history, like I would go for the history.
It does. It really does.
Like honestly, like if there are places with like good history, if I went in there with the mentality that okay, this place has nice history, I read up on it and it seems interesting, I want to go.
Yeah.
Then I'm sure I would have a clear conscience going there and I would probably enjoy it.
Oh, it's a beautiful ship. If you don't go down into the engine room, it's beautiful.
Where is
really nice old-timey like stately decor. Oh, it's great. But it's just it's just knowing that all this dark, scary, confined space is below you, and I can still picture vividly that propeller room. I can never get it out of my head.
Did you say you wanted to stay overnight, or did you say you just wanted to go?
I want to stay overnight. It's a hotel, but it's a big old boat and it's a hotel, so you can stay in one of the rooms. It was like an old cruise ship, like the Titanic.
Sick.
Yeah.
Dude, that actually sounds so fun. What the hell?
Yeah, I know, right? It's
Wait,
like it's almost.
when do you want to go?
Are you
That's the
coming now?
question.
Is it on your list?
Hold on. If you tell me what the date is.
Oh, I don't
Like,
have a
what
date.
year?
I
What
don't.
year?
I'm sure it's closed now for COVID, so it'll probably
Yeah.
be. I know what Ethan wants to go to.
Dude, I'm down. Where
Yeah.
is it?
Safety in numbers. We'll try to get 4 or 5 of us there. It's in why can't I think of it? Long Beach?
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Wait, is this a boat? Can you also eat on the ship?
Yeah. Yeah, they got
I think
restaurants.
I've been there. I think I've been there before.
You probably have. And for prom, where we took off for prom,
Yeah.
you can see it from the other side of the harbor.
Dude, I'm definitely going. What the
Yeah.
hell?
It literally
sounds like so fun, dude. Overnight stay?
Anyone that likes ships will hate me for this, but it looks like the Titanic. Like it's an old timey ship with like smokestacks and stuff. Oh,
High key, wish I could have I don't know, if I was alive during the Titanic age, I wish I could have gone on it before it sank.
one of these days we'll do a conspiracy day on the podcast. We're definitely talking about the Titanic conspiracy.
Down, let's do it.
Yeah,
It wasn't supposed to sail, but
the conspiracy is that it never did.
what?
They actually they sent a different boat. I forget what they called it.
Titanic 2?
No, they sent a different boat that was going to be decommissioned, and they sunk it on purpose to collect the insurance money.
Oh,
Like, yeah. So, but the
Interesting.
real Titanic boat is like they just disassembled for parts.
huh.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll talk about that later, though. Anyways, so it sounds like staying the night
Yeah,
in
I'm
a
down.
haunted hotel is going on your bucket list.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
All right, there we go.
Hell yeah. Let's go. All
All
right.
right, let's do one more apiece, and then we'll call this a wrap.
All right. I was gonna say get a job, but
I'm not putting that on my list.
You said put it on anything in the future that you'd eventually like to do, hopefully soon. I wrote get a job. Let's scratch that. Let's do something else. Okay. Let's see. Dude, I wanna okay, so this is the plan. This is like 2 in 1. Maybe okay, I'm just not gonna say 2 in 1. Basically, one day I want to eat 5,000 calories in one day. Just to say I did it.
I've probably done that. Just like
Already?
being me.
What?
It's possible.
I don't think I can.
What?
I don't think I've ever been able to fit 5,000 calories in my body.
What, you want that? You want to do that?
I just want to say that I've done. I want to go. Okay, this is my idea, right? I go to BJ's. I get a deep dish Pizookie, and I eat the entire thing in one sitting.
There's no way that's 5,000 calories.
I feel like it's definitely around there. Let's look it up.
I went to Taco Bell one time and ordered a double chalupa box for lunch because I was hungry, and a warning came up on my screen, and it said, "This meal is over your 2,000 calorie daily limit." And it's like, we have to write this message legally. And I was like, oh my God.
Legally?
This meal alone, I get a warning advisory? Like, I was shocked at how easily you can cross that boundary with fast food. And
Yeah.
say I've probably done that, and then drinking a ton of alcohol at night. That's liquid calories. Does that count too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
So yeah, so I've probably definitely done that.
Okay, let's see. I think not deep. There's deep dish pizzas, and then there's a large Pizookie. So if I got a large Pizookie, a Pizookie, if I got a cookies and cream Pizookie, that's 1,200 calories for that small thing. And then if I got like a large,
It's like 4 of those, and then like a drink, like a Coke.
yeah, that's 5,000.
That doesn't sound hard to do. Now I'm worried that I've done that a couple times.
That's
I don't have great impulse control when it comes to food.
I feel like now that I'm looking at these calories, I feel like I've definitely done this too. Damn, I need to write more calories on here. Hold up. Wait. Let's say
maybe that should be your goal. Just track 5,000 calories.
Track 5,000 calories.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Just write everything you eat. Write down how many calories. I'm sure we've both done it on a number of occasions.
I feel like I definitely have. I used to eat a lot in freshman year. I know that I must have gone over 5,000 in one sitting. Just wow. Now I struggle to eat like half that. Like today, I'm pretty sure I only had like less than 2,000, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't do that. Not me. I was
Not
well
me.
over.
No.
I honestly. I the longer I live at home, the bigger I'm gonna get. Honestly, like the only way I'm gonna force myself not to eat everything in the fridge is to have my own fridge.
Nothing in the fridge. Oh.
To have my own fridge with only fruits and vegetables. It's gonna be hell,
Bro.
but that's the only way I'm gonna be able to do it. And I'm cheap enough to where I wouldn't buy like a ton of other groceries.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like I would ball on a budget and just, make myself
But
live
it's
off
not
of fruits and
fun.
vegetables. But I can't
It's
do
not
that here
fun.
because my sister and my dad they love to bake, they love to cook. And it always tastes so good. I eat 4 portions worth, and then boom, I'm a balloon again.
I love that you said that.
Yeah.
And then boom, I am a balloon.
I'm a balloon. I go back and forth. I deflate and I inflate on a regular cycle. And right now I'm at the
Dude.
peak of inflation. I'm about to pop. And that's how I know I got to come back down.
So it's just all like one, like it's a season of going back down. You're just like,
It's
okay,
always,
I'm gonna pump up all the way until I almost explode, and then I'm gonna just like deflate completely and then just cycle again.
The word I use is oscillation. But yeah, cycling is good too. It's just like if my body weight was a graph, it would look like a sine wave. Just up and down, up and down, up and down continuously. Because I get fat, I work out, I get skinny. I can't get any skinnier, so I lose interest. I get fat, and then it restarts.
It's like a sine wave.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. That is so funny. For me, it's like so hard for me to lose weight. So it's just like it's easy for me to gain weight and then hard for me to lose weight. So it's just like
Yeah, that
like-
sounds about right.
I'm just like I can eat a lot in one sitting and then gain 5 pounds of water weight, and then it takes me like 2 weeks to like get rid of 4 pounds of water weight,
Yeah.
which is not even weight. It's just water weight. It's just like retention. I'm just like ugh.
Yeah. We'll have to start working out together when the time changes back.
Hell yeah.
And I have like a couple hours of daylight after work ends.
Dude, I'm down.
Yeah. I'd like to get back outside and start moving again.
Oh yeah. When is the time change?
March 14th.
Dude, all right.
It's coming
It's
up.
almost there.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right. You ready for my So I'm gonna say I've done that one as well, but if not, I would have kept that one off of my bucket list.
For sure.
All right. I have 2. So do you want A or B? I'll do one this episode and then
B.
I'll save. You want B?
Yep.
All right. Go bird watching.
Where?
I think we already talked about this one too in like our mock, like our tryout one. Yeah. I don't know where.
just
Probably
in general?
I would.
Just like
I'd love it if it was when I was camping, like
okay.
Yosemite or Sequoia. If I somehow made it to Yellowstone,
Ooh.
I don't know why. It's
Just to say you did it?
it's a little more than that. I like I have my family likes to hike. We were pretty active back in the day when we camp. We'd always go hiking and stuff. But I don't love hiking in itself all that much. I have to be goal driven, and if the only goal is like reaching an endpoint, it's hard for me to enjoy like the journey. But if my goal is to find cool birds, and I can't tell you why, I've got at least 6 birding books in my closet, and
Really?
I know it's birding because I watched the movie The Big Year. Apparently, it's
Nice.
I don't know if you've seen it. It's got Owen Wilson.
Oh,
Um,
writing it
what's
down.
what's Jack Black? Yeah, yeah, no, yeah,
Jack Black is a person.
Yeah, I thought he was. I almost said, "What's Jack Black's real name?"
That's his name, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Jack Black,
God, it is Jack
Owen
Black,
Wilson,
yeah.
and Steve Martin. I think it's those 3.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and they go and I guess every major bird watcher, birder or something, tries out a big year, and they try and find as many birds they can in the span of a year.
Oh,
And it just, I don't know.
that's cool.
It's something that I won't know if I enjoy it until I try it. So one of these days I'm going to bring out one of those bird books, just bring some of that binoculars and see what I find.
I'll just be like, oh, that's a crow.
Yeah.
That's
I was-
another crow.
I was a biology major. I can appreciate some
True.
organisms, you know?
Yeah. Just like check off the different birds that you've seen in your book, and then once you're done, move on to the next book, kind of thing.
Well, there's a lot of birds that would take a long time there's thousands of birds in these books. Come to think of it, I did kind of do a lab in my conservation ecology course where we essentially did bird watching, and
Ooh.
I didn't hate it, but it was not the best location. So I'm hoping if it's in
Okay.
like a forest and I can hear the sounds and like try and find one, I think then I might get
Dude,
some.
I heard at the San Diego Zoo they have birds. You could just go. You could
They
just
do.
go to the San Diego Zoo and check out all the birds you find, and then check off a lot of the birds.
We went there. Yeah, we went there a lot for labs.
Seventh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just walk through the aviary and there's all these birds.
Oh yeah,
They're cool things. They are really cool creatures.
birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
Heck
give
yeah.
them a look one of these days. You know,
You know, I would not do that
you're not coming with me.
for a year. Are you saying like a
No,
big
no.
year, or just like in general?
No,
Like,
I'm not
let's
doing a big
go
year.
check it. Okay.
I'm just saying, just one time, if I'm camping, I'm going out with the express intent to look for birds, and then I'm coming back an hour later, and I'm assuming
an
that'll be
hour
the end of it.
later.
Maybe
So like it's a
hour, 2
1
hours
hour
tops.
activity.
Yeah,
1 to 2. Only how many birds could you find in 1 to 2 hours? I feel like that's a very minimal amount of time. If
Well,
you
I
wanna
don't know.
maximize the amount of birds you're trying to find.
I mean, birds are everywhere. We just don't
Oh,
ever
we don't observe.
stop to look at them. You know, like I walk down. I live kind of in like the mountainous area. You do too, kind of. And whenever I'm walking, like next to the part of my house that's up against the wilderness, there's tons of birds, but they're
True.
just birds to me. Like I've never looked to
Observe
see
them.
what species or whether they're different. They're all just birds, unless there's like a really cool stork. We always have one stork.
Yeah,
that chills around.
true,
here.
true. You
Yeah.
know what? If it's a 1 to 2 hour thing, I'd be down.
Yeah, you're coming
like,
with me.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like hikes are fun. I enjoy hiking, but I think like sometimes people just like hike to get from point A to point B instead of like actually checking out what's in the middle. I don't know if that applies. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times that I go hiking is just like, okay, let's get to the end. Like we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. And I'm always so tired. Like I don't know. I look around. I'm always really tired. I look around. I see where I'm at. But like I feel like the people that I'm with are always just trying to get to the end instead of like enjoy the hike and like see what's around it.
I'll have to I'll have to go on a hike and then come back and tell you how I feel because I want to say I'm very objective driven. So now that I think about it, my main focus is getting to the end as fast as I can. Doesn't mean I'm not enjoying the journey. It just means I'd prefer to I'd prefer to
Get there.
like reaching the goal is the ultimate like
Yeah.
that's the satisfaction. Like actually getting to
I
the
see.
end.
Okay. Yeah, for me, it's just to breathe. 'Cause I, I have such a bad, like, my stamina's awful. Like, just awful. So I will be hiking and then 10 minutes later, I need a break. And then 5 minutes later, I need another break. And then 2 minutes later, and then 1 minute later, and then every few seconds later, I need a breather to just like not. And at that point, we can look for birds. I feel like that's the time we look for birds. So it's a lot of bird watching. I feel like I could have done a lot of bird watching every time I've gone hiking.
I have a family friend that he's not he's not a bird watcher or a birder. I don't know the right terms, but
Birdman?
but he does pay really close attention to them if he sees one when he's hiking, and it's just cool to like he looks so invested in nature when you're with him, and he's like opening up his book and like he's got the bird in his spotting scope. It just looks like he's so much more appreciative of like the landscape, whereas I'm just like walking through it. I'm like, this is pretty cool, but I'm not like connected to it. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I
I
feel like we should check out. We should actually like observe the world that we live in because I feel like
yeah.
we
Yeah.
actually, we don't care enough about it. And then
Yeah.
there's like so much to like observe and appreciate, and then like realize how complex like our world actually is instead of being like, that's a bird and that's a bird and that's a bird.
I can see where a lot of people like probably hate this idea, and I get it. It sounds like it kind of does sound boring as hell, but yeah, I don't know. It sounds like the thing where I might get some value out of it. So yeah.
I'm gonna go halvesies on that because I don't know.
All right. We'll see. You know, one day if we ever find ourselves camping next to some cool birds, that's all it is, right? You know, it could even be 15 minutes. Just look specifically for birds.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, that's a crow. That's
Okay.
a black crow.
Yeah.
That's I'm not gonna say it. That's a crow.
All right. Well, we got 6 bucket list items done, right? So what did we
We
get?
have so many to go.
I've literally got like at least 50 more.
This is good. This
And
is
it's-
good. We have a list. We have a list to talk about. More things to talk about in the future.
Yeah, and it grows every day too. There's a lot of things I want to do. But yeah,
Heck yeah.
I guess it's time to sign off now, huh?
Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff and got away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I guess it's time to figure out, did we get away with it, or do we figure that out later?
You know
It's hard
what?
to know. When do you get away with it?
We realized that in all this time, what really got away from us is the time. Like, look how quickly it just went by. I don't even know how long we've been talking for, but like,
Oh, it's been over an
feels
hour,
like what's forever? What?
and it took me 45 minutes to to figure out how to record the sound. So, oh, we've
Let's
been here all
go.
night. Yeah.
Let's Oh, yeah, time really got away from us. We got away with it though. That's what's important. I feel like.
I think you're onto something. I think that in all, all things considered, time got away from us, and
Yes.
that is a beautiful thing.
It is
All
a
right.
thing.
Well, until next time, I'm Teebs,
And I'm Steebs.
and we'll see you guys on the next episode of When You Podcast. And get away with it.
And get away with it.